Firefly Alpha set to launch Lockheed Martin's tactical satellite. Deutsche Bank named Firefly Aerospace a catalyst call idea, expecting a near-term rally driven by an upcoming launch announcement that would signal technical readiness and boost market confidence. The mission, Firefly Alpha Flat 007, will be the company's 7th Alpha rocket launch, carrying a tactical satellite for Lockheed Martin. This marks the second mission under a multi-launch agreement for up to 25 launches between the two companies.
Apple testing ChatGPT-like app ahead of Siri upgrade. Bloomberg. Apple is developing an internal ChatGPT-like app called Veritas to test and refine the next version of Siri, Bloomberg reported. The app, which will not be released publicly, is being used to evaluate new features such as searching through personal data. Apple previously experimented with another internal generative AI app, Apple GPT, built on its Ajax framework. The upgraded Siri could debut as soon as March 2026. Firefly Aerospace shares plunge after Alpha booster explosion. Firefly Aerospace shares dropped more than 12% in post-market trading on Monday after the booster stage of its Alpha rocket exploded during a pre-flight test in Texas. The failure comes months after an April launch in which Alpha's first-stage booster broke apart due to heat buildup from plume-induced flow separation. The FAA had just cleared Alpha for flight last month, following Firefly's investigation and mitigation plan.
Synspective expands satellite deal with 10 more Rocket Lab launches. Rocket Lab announced a second multi-launch contract with Japan's Synspective for 10 additional dedicated Electron launches, bringing the total to 21 upcoming missions. This marks Rocket Lab's largest order from a single customer. Synspective, a synthetic aperture radar satellite data firm, has relied exclusively on Rocket Lab, which has already launched 6 Strix satellites from New Zealand. OpenAI's Sora 2 app aims to take on TikTok with AI-only videos. OpenAI is preparing to launch Sora 2, a social media app for AI-generated videos, aiming to challenge TikTok, Meta, and Google, according to Wired. Unlike TikTok, where users upload real photos or videos, all content on Sora 2 will be AI-generated clips up to 10 seconds long. The app will use identity and likeness verification, allowing users' likenesses to appear in others' generated videos, with notifications sent when their likeness is used. This comes as Meta launched Vibes, AI video feed in Meta AI, and Google announced plans to integrate Veo 3 into YouTube. Lithium Americas soars as Energy Secretary confirms federal stake purchase. Lithium Americas surged 35.3% post-market Tuesday after U.S. Energy Secretary Chris Wright told Bloomberg the federal government will acquire a stake in the company. Reuters separately reported the Department of Energy will take a 5% stake in Lithium Americas and an additional 5% stake in the Thacker Pass joint venture with General Motors. BWXT Technologies wins $1.6 billion Department of Energy contract to produce high-purity, depleted uranium. The project includes facility design, licensing, procurement of long-lead equipment, site preparation, and demonstrating manufacturing readiness. Once complete, BWXT's Jonesboro, Tennessee site will be the only active facility in the U.S. capable of producing this material, with production expected to reach up to 300 metric tons per year.
Tesla sales climb across Europe, but Sweden's slump persists. Registrations rose 20.5% in Denmark, with the Model Y as the top-selling EV, while Norway sales climbed 14.7%, led by the Model Y and Model 3. In Spain, overall registrations were up 3.4%, driven by a 60% surge in Model Y registrations. France posted a modest 2.74% increase after a weak year, but Sweden marked its 9th consecutive monthly decline in Tesla registrations. Despite sales momentum, EV sales remain at risk going forward as Congress ended incentives under recent legislation, eliminating the $7,500 credit for new EV leases and purchases and a $4,000 credit for used EVs, effective September 30th.
Lithium Americas rises as DOE restructures deal, secures Thacker Pass equity stake. Lithium Americas surged more than 23% on Wednesday after confirming the U.S. Department of Energy restructured its $2.26 billion loan deal. The agreement advances a $435 million first loan draw and defers $182 million in debt service over 5 years. The DOE will acquire a 5% stake in Lithium Americas and another 5% in the Thacker Pass lithium project, the largest deposit in the U.S., developed with General Motors. General Motors also amended its offtake agreement to allow other buyers access to lithium supply. Apple shifts focus from Vision Pro to smart glasses. Apple has reportedly shifted resources from developing a lighter, lower-cost Vision Pro to focus on smart glasses, according to Bloomberg. The company is working on 2 models, one designed to pair with an iPhone without a display, which could debut as early as 2026, and another featuring its own display, similar to Meta's Ray-Ban smart glasses. Both versions are expected to integrate AI and voice interaction, powered by an upgraded Siri that may launch as soon as March.
Buyers rush ahead of tax credit deadline, driving Tesla to new record. Tesla reported a record 497,100 vehicle deliveries in Q3 2025, beating Wall Street's consensus estimate of 448,000. The surge came as buyers rushed to take advantage of the soon-to-expire $7,500 government EV tax credit.